Hello and welcome back to another video. Yes, once again I'm under the bonnet of my Mercedes Sprinter camper van trying to sort out the issue of turbo underboost, putting my van into limp mode every now and again. It's a sporadic problem that I've been plagued with, actually I should say, for the last couple of years. And gradually I'm slowly whittling things down and sorting out what it is. So I want to start off by saying a massive thank you to everyone out there that has suggested I check this, I check that, or asked me if I have checked a certain particular element of my van. I would say about 98% of the time I always say to people, yes, I've done that, or no, it's not that because it's a different type of turbo. I've got two turbos on my van and they have wastegates. They're not vane or variable turbos, because I know a lot of Sprinters suffer with variable turbos that stick, or the vanes in the variable turbos, they stick. But mine's got a wastegate. A lot of people have said, oh, my actuator's okay. Well, I've actually got a vacuum tester and I have tested all the vacuum lines. They're absolutely perfect. But I want to say thank you to Sam from Crafty Blinders, because he suggested maybe, just maybe, it's my actual vacuum pump, which is this thing right here on top of the engine. This produces vacuum, and the vacuum is used for the servo assisted braking system. And if your van is a diesel, or a car for that matter, and it's fitted with a turbo, the vacuum pump also operates the actuator valves, or the wastegates. What that means is when your turbo is over boosting, the vacuum control valves, which are down here on my van, I've got two of them because I've got two turbos, they open up or they close, closes the wastegate, or opens the wastegate, allows the exhaust to bypass the turbo, releases the pressure to stop your turbo from over boosting. You keeping up with this? As far as I'm aware, my vacuum pump is working perfectly fine because my brakes work perfectly fine. But here's the thing, sometimes vacuum pumps do leak, and that's where our vacuum pressure pump comes into play. We can create vacuum using this hand pump and check our vacuum system for any leaks. Well, I've done all of that, I've got no leaks, but like Sam at the Crafty Blinders said, does my vacuum pump actually produce enough vacuum? So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to test my vacuum pump to see if it is actually producing enough vacuum. I hope that all that made sense. But before I do that, let's go and see what Becky's up to. Becky's busy again in her van. She's vlogging by the looks of it. She's got a camera out.
I am, yeah.
Am I disturbing you?
You say hello.
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 Didn't realise you were filming, sorry. Should we leave you to it?
No, fine.
What are you doing?
I'm just pausing it. Just putting these poly tops in and trying not to strangle myself.
Try not to strangle yourself.
Yeah.
How's that working out?
Oh, it's alright. Yeah, I made a video all about wallpapering this. Did it, didn't like it, so you might see that video coming up soon. And basically it's now this carpet, which I think is just blends. You don't really notice it. And I'll be really happy when Monsieur Mill can fit the reading lights, because that'll just make that, it'll be wonderful. So
I'll just fix my van, then I'll
oh yeah, you got to get
I'll do your lights for you. I just want to do a little experiment. You shouldn't have to bang those in, they should just push in and then bang in the caps. I won't touch it because I've got really dirty hands.
Well, I've been banging them in because it's the only way I can get them through.
Oh, right, okay. Once they're lined up, they should go in.
Yeah. Just get fouled up with the carpet.
Oh, right, okay.
It's been working so far.
We'll leave you to it then.
I'm the kind of person that if it doesn't go in, I'll just kick it or whack it and it makes it go in.
Well, you know where if you need hands. Look at that face of determination. And it's gone in, look. Oh, that one didn't.
To get that one on camera.
There you go, I've got dirty hands, so I can't really do much. Right, I'll leave you to it. I'm going to do some testing.
Let's hope that that's the winning ticket.
Let's hope so, thank you. Right, so how am I going to use my vacuum pump? So all I really want to do is use the gauge that's on this to check that my vacuum pump on my van is actually working. So let me just have a quick look and I can see if I can rig this up somehow. Just put it over there, try not to drop it. Right, so to connect my hand vacuum pump, I've taken a pipe off of one of the actuator valves. I'm going to use this T-piece from my kit, put that into the pipe, then on the other end I've placed this clear pipe, which also comes with the kit. I'm going to plug this back into the actuator valve, the other end of this into my valve, into my gauge. So this goes on here, like that. Well, I've got it up here, and then my vacuum gauge. Let me just show you how this works. So normally you would plug this into your vacuum line, pump it, and you see vacuum is formed. So it sucks. Let's see if we can do it again. Hear that? Right, so that's vacuum. So that goes in there like that. And now I'm going to plug this back in to the top of the actuator control valve. I'll put this somewhere. So this should still work now. So there we go. Just neutralise that by pushing that button. Just down so it's not going to get damaged. There we go. So now if I start my engine, this gauge should go round to around about between 25 and 30 we're looking for. There you go, you can see the vacuum building up. That's good, that works. This vacuum control valve controls the lower turbo on my manifold. I just had an idea. Hang on. So now when you hear it turn off, you'll see that needle go back round. Should do. There you go. So that's the you hear the vacuum is. So that vacuum control valve is working. I wonder if we can do the same with the other one as well. Just had an idea actually. Yeah. Let's see if the other valve does the same. Because the other valve looks new. So this is the other line for the other control solenoid. Put that on there. Let's try that again. Where was that? Where did I have that wedged? It's off the chart. Why would that one be different to that one? Did you see that? When I rev it, the vacuum goes right down to 5. I wonder if it does it on the same one. I wonder if it does the same on the other one. This is interesting. I'm getting interested in this now. So I've now put the pressure gauge on the other actuator. Let's see if it does the same. If it does go right down. That's odd because when the engine's revving, that's when you want most power, I guess, to hold the turbo wastegate shut. Well, there you are. I'm definitely getting different readings from different actuators. I think I may have got a bit of a problem here. I wonder if this is our problem. One of my turbo wastegate actuators is actually faulty, maybe. Only one way to find out. Let's go to Mercedes, buy a new one, swap them over. But before I go to Mercedes and get some new bits and pieces and ask them for some advice, let's go and see how Becky's doing. If she managed to get that panel in. If she hasn't, I'll stay and help her do that first. How are you getting on, dear? Oh, look at that.
I've done it.
You've got it done.
It's all in. It's ready and waiting for you to put those beautiful lights in.
Excellent.
I'm going to get on and do my painting now.
What are you painting?
I'm going to paint the cubbies with the final coat. Because a lot of people are going, Egg, you're using chalk paint, you'll have to seal it. And
Is that how they talk? In comments?
yeah, probably. I forgot to put in the video that I've been putting it with a top layer of intelligent satin wood, so a lot of people have been saying, oh, chalk paint, you shouldn't use chalk paint. It's there.
So there. Alright then. Well, before I do your lights, I'm going to pop to Mercedes and order some bits for my van. Is that alright?
Oh, what do you need?
Turbo actuators, I think. But I want to go and ask them and tell them what readings I'm getting with my vacuum pump, and
yeah,
ask them
you
if
did that.
there's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright.
Do that then.
I'll
See you
pop back.
later.
I'll pop off, then I'll come back and we'll have lunch, and then I'll do your lights.
Yeah.
How's it sound?
That sounds fab.
Because I very much doubt if they got me in stock.
I'd like to have a toasted bagel.
Toasted bagel?
Yeah.
We can do that. I'll get some on the
Toasted
way.
bagel and a beverage.
Beverage, right? I'll pick some up on the way. See you in a bit.
See you later.
Well, unbelievably enough, Mercedes actually had them in stock. And I thought I might as well buy two of them, because there are two, even though I only think one of them's faulty. I thought I may as well change them both. 196 quid for two. So here they are. So I'm going to get one of these out of the box and we'll replace the one that I think is faulty, and then we'll look at the gauge and see if it makes any difference. This could be an expensive mistake, I don't know. Mistake? I don't know. It's elimination, isn't it, I guess. It's a process of elimination, so to be honest with you, I really am clutching at straws. So here it is. This is what it looks like. I'll just show you what it looks like before I put it on. It's basically a valve. You've got a pipe going in, a pipe coming out, and then a 2-pin plug. And this controls the amount of vacuum going to the wastegate that opens and closes, and regulates the amount of exhaust gases that go through the turbo, therefore controlling the pressure of the other side of the turbo. Does that make sense? Probably not. I'm not very good at explaining this stuff. Here's the old one. They look very similar, except one crucial thing. The old one hasn't got any part numbers on it, whereas the original Mercedes one, you can clearly see the part numbers. No part numbers. Let's hope this is it. Let's get it on, let's get it fitted, and we'll check that gauge. Wish me luck. I just hope I've brought the right bagels for Becky. I think I've got the right one she likes. So I've got the new one fitted. I've got the gauge all set up again. Now the last one, no matter where I revved the engine, it just stayed at 5. So let's see what the new one does. Will it be any different? Please stay around here somewhere. Let's try this. Just put this where I can see it. Well, straight away that one's different, because the last one, the gauge actually went off the chart. This is looking promising, so let's see what happens when I rev it. Well, that's definitely different. It goes round to 5, but it doesn't stay there. It then comes back round and back up again. Yeah, 100%. It's definitely behaving differently. I wonder. I guess the only way I'm going to find out is to actually fit this permanently on my van, drive it around, and then see what happens. See if she does go into limp mode or not. Well, I've swapped over the one which I think is faulty. That is now fitted and wired up to the van. I've changed the other one as well, which wasn't showing up as being faulty, but I'm going to check the new one to see if they're acting as pairs now, to see if they act the same, basically. So I've got 2 new vacuum control valves now fitted to my van. So let's see how the other one reacts when I start it up. Yeah, same. Right, so that's the same. Let's see what happens when we rev it. Now before, this one actually stayed around about 20. It went to 5, then went to 20. So yeah, by the looks of it, they do work independently of each other. The top turbo, the gauge reacts differently to the bottom one. Interesting. But anyway, they're both brand spanking new now. They're both original Mercedes parts. So fingers crossed. So there you go. Here are the 2 new actuator control valves here. You can see I've just held them on by cable ties because the actual bolts on the original ones broke off and they've left like some studs, so I need to sort it out, but I think this will be perfectly fine, just dangling there on cable ties. So that's it. And for those of you that are wondering, I haven't yet changed my dodgy glow plug. I've not plucked up enough courage to try and undo it, but I have ordered a special tool that I'm going to use to undo that glow plug once that tool arrives. So if you want to see that video, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell to watch me attempt to remove a glow plug from my Sprinter without snapping the end off. Wish me luck. So that's me van done. I've got new solenoid control valves for my turbo. So now let's go and help Becky with her lights. Oh, I need my little electrical box for that. Right, let's grab this. Becky's still painting away. How are you getting on, dear? Still painting?
I'm not painting, I'm varnishing now.
Varnishing? Oh, that looks nice. Oh, I like the grain. That really pops.
Yeah, I just need to be a bit taller to be able to see it because it's a bit high for me. I underestimated the measuring.
Would you like my stool? My foot thing?
No, I mean just generally.
Oh.
I'd like I would have liked to have been able to have used it a bit better. Oh. So I underestimated how high it's going to be. But it'll be alright. I think it still looks lovely. I'm glad I didn't paint it because I really like the feature of that with the grain running through it.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
Right, where's these lights going? Up there?
They're going up there on the panel.
Right, let's have a look at that then. Let's take a look at these lights for Becky. Right. Well, look at these lights. These look really posh. Quite long. Do they need to be that long?
Yeah.
I suppose so, yeah, because they can go be like ceiling lights as well.
Yeah, the longer they are, the more you can point them in a specific space.
Right. Okay, is it comfortable?
I didn't really want to.
I've just got to figure out how they come apart. I can see they've got 4 holes there, but I need to get this case off. How does that work? Let's have a look at the instructions. I'm going to have to use the instructions.
That's unusual, you don't normally use the instructions.
Oh no, but it's getting late in the day. The front's magnetic. Look at that, it's got a magnetic disc hiding the holes. That's clever, I like that. And it's got USB as well. Not one, but 2. 2 USB plugs on each side. Pretty nifty. How much were these?
I think they're about £15, but I can check. They're certainly a lot cheaper than other places that I looked at.
15 quid, really? They look much dearer than that. Cool. Right, let's get one fitted, see what it looks like. It's quite simple to do. Yeah? Except someone made these holes really small.
I wanted to make them small so that I didn't damage.
Yeah, but the trouble is I can't get these through the other side. But I've managed the other side. I poked it just about.
Is that him making a noise?
Yeah, might be. I don't know. Well, it's a little bit disappointing. This one works. I like that. It's quite good. Oh look, different brightness. Once, twice, it goes brighter. That's cool.
That's good. That's good. I didn't know that was that.
So that one works. This one, the button doesn't work on it. So
It's either got damaged just in storage, or
yeah, I'll take it off and have a look.
it was never good to start with.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell it presses.
No, I wasn't sure how it works. Oh, I started working, mate.
He's on the run from the bad
What, the
guy.
button?
Yeah, the button's working, but that's not.
Sliding.
Something to do with that screw hole.
And then T2 was a $200 million film to make, and has made
Right, okay.
best part of a million. Yeah.
So if I do that screw up too tight, it stops the switch working.
But yeah,
Bit naff, isn't it? That's another little job done on Becky's van. One thing at a time, one little job at a time, and eventually we will get this van done. I like them, I do like them. So there you go, my dear, what do you think of the lights?
I think they look really lovely, and
Yeah?
I'm going to enjoy many hours of reading.
That's all good then?
Yeah.
You
I really
happy?
like them. Yeah, I really like them. And this one clicks okay now, yeah?
Yeah, that
oh,
one,
yeah.
works perfectly fine. It was the 2 bottom screws I found. If I did them up really tight, the button didn't work for some reason.
Okay.
But yeah, it's perfectly
Oh,
fine
they've
now.
both got USBs.
Yeah, and the USB's that side and that side.
Ooh. Oh, okay. I've got an idea already then. White light and warm light.
Okay.
Brill.
What have you been up to? You've been making lots of videos, haven't you?
Yeah, I've just done a video about finishing off the paintwork and doing a little bit of carpeting, and also this.
It does look nice.
Yeah. So I'm doing mixed
Oh yeah,
media.
you've carpeted that.
Yeah.
You did that whilst I was doing them. You
Yeah.
snuck that in without me seeing. I didn't even notice you did it whilst I was
Just waiting for
doing
it
the
to
lights.
dry, so it's a bit sticky.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all
realised
coming
that.
together. Just the bits and bobs that need to be done before we can crack on with the bigger jobs now.
And you've been filming it, that's the important
I've
thing.
been filming,
Right, okay,
yeah.
so there you go. So Becky's been making loads of videos and she has been working tirelessly making videos on her channel, so please do go and check her out. She really has worked hard. Just sort myself out.
We've still got loads more to do, so yeah, watch this space for more content.
So make sure you go check out Rebecca's channel. Don't forget to subscribe to her channel as well.
Yeah, I want to be as big a channel as Mel, so help us achieve that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, and her channel's so much better than mine as well. Anyway, on that note, I've got to go and take my van for a drive yet.
Yeah, test those
Test the
vacuum pumps.
vacuum things.
Hiya, alright.
I'm gonna irritate you, but I'm gonna ask if I can get my van out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you get your van out.
Yeah.
Yeah, about time. I've been in there long enough.
I know.
Right, I've got to take my van for a test drive because I've had no end of trouble with it. So we'll see you very soon. Don't forget to check out Rebecca's channel, subscribe to her channel. She's worked tirelessly on her content lately. See you next time. Ta-ra for now.